lately I can't lately though I still have a deep-seated love for rom-coms, don't get me wrong. Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about gap years. Some of you guys may know, some of you guys may not know. I am on my gap year. It's February, just for context. Well, basically I graduated from high school last year and I decided that I wasn't going to go to college right after I graduated, that I was going to take a year off and then go this year. So I'm going to be going to college 2022 instead of last August of 2021 when everyone that I went to high school with went to college. I think that if I didn't do this, I probably would have dropped out of college. I'm not going to lie. I am living at home. I feel like a lot of people, there's like kind of a stigma around gap years that, oh, you're just doing nothing, just hanging out. But like, doing nothing for a year actually was really good for me, my self-esteem, my mental health, and good for my academic drive, so that way I didn't burn out. If you're considering taking a gap year, or people are telling you that you take a gap year, I think you should listen or talk to your parents about it, talk to your guidance counselor about it. There are options. If you got into a school that you really like, most schools will let you defer for a year. That is not what I chose to do. I chose to reapply again, and it feels crazy to say that this year is almost over, and I'm very excited to go to college next year, but I'm also kind of sad that this year is over. But I did enjoy myself. I had a really good year. When I was getting ready to graduate, I didn't want to take a gap year, like, at all. I don't know, so what changed, why I did it, that's all coming up. Okay, so reason number one was because I was 17 when I graduated, so I was a year younger than everyone in my class. I didn't turn 18 until later, like that year, and it would have been like almost like halfway done with my freshman year, and my parents didn't want me going to college. When I was 17 for practically the whole semester, I could have done it probably academically, I would say. I had taken AP classes in high school. I had taken class at university while I was in high school, like my senior year. I was definitely ready for it in like that sense, but emotionally, mentally, when you're 17 years old and you just like, I don't know, spent the last year in your house, I kind of had a hard time, which I think a lot of kids, if you're like around my age, you know, graduating high school during the pandemic. I guess that was a multifaceted reason one. Reason two is because of the pandemic. My dad had a pre-existing condition, my mom was a frontline worker. We didn't know about safety-wise, dorms, all that fun stuff, so yeah, I figured I could get a better college experience if I waited a year before going. I always intended to go to college. I think part of the reason that I was nervous to take this gap year was because everyone says that if you stop, you won't keep going down the path, then you won't complete the path, but I actually think I needed a gap year. So that brings me to reason three, which is burnout. If you asked me when I was graduating, are you burned out of school, I would have said no. I think this year made me realize that, yeah, I was. I was one of those kids that was in like every single club, did every single AP class, you name it, I did it. I didn't know how to take care of myself mental health wise, but I think having a year off from academics allowed me to kind of refocus myself and remind me why I'm going to school in the first place. The third reason was I wasn't really excited about going. Like last year, I wasn't excited about going to college. None of the programs that I got into really sparked my interest. There was nothing that really like made me want to commit to a school and go the next year. No, I knew I wanted to go to college. I declined where I got accepted, because I did get accepted to quite a few schools. Last fall, I reapplied to some of the same schools, but mostly different schools that I was more interested in. I looked in the programs, did the work, I applied early. Last year I was just applying just to apply, just because everyone else was applying. But I really looked for places that, you know, I enjoyed. So if you guys want tips on finding on a college search or college applications, because I did do that twice, let me know down in the comments and I might make a video on that. I think the stigma around taking a gap year is that you don't know where your life is going to end up and that you're just slacking off for a year, which, like, if you look at it on paper, it would say, yeah, she didn't accomplish anything this year. But I think the things that I accomplished are inside myself, and they aren't necessarily there for the world to see, unless you are talking about like the growth in my self-confidence or my being able to better talk to people and not being so scared to try new things. There was no reason for me to rush into college. My parents told me not to, and in the end I'm really glad that I did, because I don't think I was ready emotionally or mentally, socially. This has turned into kind of a rambling video. I enjoy school, and I think it made me more excited to go to college next year. When I graduated high school, I wasn't ready to leave high school because my senior year experience was not what I had ever pictured at it being. I never even went to prom. I had like all of these expectations, and then when coronavirus happened, that was not what I was able to do. But I think over the summer I made peace with that I was starting a new chapter in my life. I think I needed some time away to think about some stuff. The way my personality is that if I'm in something and I get so wrapped up in it, I can't step back and get perspective. I need to remove myself from that, see the big picture. I thought that life was like a rom-com. Life isn't really like that. I'm kind of just like going on and on. So basically I just had to grow up and mature before I would be ready for college, and I think deep down inside I knew that. So this kind of turned into like me talking about all of my insecurities, like a solemn voice. It's kind of a depressing video, sorry about that. But basically, yeah, that's why I took a gap year, and I hope this helped you decide, like hearing from my experience. Originally, when I first started, I wanted to travel somewhere, but with COVID and everything, I just ended up staying at home the whole year. And if you want to travel, like, yeah, sure, go for it. I got a lot out of just staying at home also. I think you can still get a lot out of your gap year experience by traveling, but that just wasn't for me, and I think I had to be more introspective, and I really got that, you know, just staying at home and learning about myself. I feel like a different person than I was at the beginning, and I literally spent $0. I'm literally just staying in my room at home. I'm lucky. I have amazing parents that let me stay here another year. I hope my video helped you guys. If you're considering a gap year, or you aren't considering a gap year, maybe I helped you consider one, because I really think that it did help me a lot, and I've grown a lot. And now, compared to last year, the level of excitement that I feel about going to college is like, it's insane. Like I am really excited to go to college, and last year I was not having it. Comment down below, tell me, are you taking a gap year? Are you going to college next year? This is way different than my other videos, so do you want me to do more college related videos? Okay guys, thanks for watching this video. Sorry if it was just like me rambling the whole time, but I don't know, I hope my video was helpful in helping you decide if you want to take a gap year, or just, I guess, just telling you my gap year experience. So yeah, make sure you like, you subscribe, and then you turn those post notifications on so that way you never miss when I post another video. You can check out some of my playlists linked up here for more great videos. Hope you guys have a beautiful day or night or whenever you're watching this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. I'm good.